Who doesn't love gold, and who wouldn't want to have all the gold that could be offered, right? The other part of it is with gold now at $2,000 an ounce and hovering at that spot, it's made it a little bit more complicated for the average individual. But what's rarer, what is more valuable than actual gold coin? Well, at one point in U.S. history, the U.S. Mint made gold certificates. Currency, bring it in, and we'll give you gold. Those are rare. And tonight, we have the largest in circulation. That would be the 20. And you're looking at it, it's the last one of its kind, the end of the era for the U.S. Treasury. This is the last $20 gold certificate they made. You can tell it's gold by the seal and the word gold over the seal, right? Remember silver certificates, everything is in blue. For silver, well, gold certificates, everything's in gold, i.e. traded in for gold. Now, this particular note, again, is a small size note, like the notes we carry in our pockets today. They also made another version of this where they didn't have the gold as the emblem on the front or the writing in gold, the serial numbers in gold. I like the note, but I love this one way better just because, again, when you see it, you know it, right? Has anybody looked at our price yet? $299.95. Where can you find a gold piece, even if it's a 10th ounce gold piece issued by the U.S. Mint today, and get that kind of value? And the answer is you can't. So here's just a couple of things to think about. First of all, this is the same thing as a silver certificate, as I referenced a few seconds ago. You take this gold note into the bank, and they give you $20 in gold. So 2 10s, 120. You make it up, it equals $20. It entitles you to gold. Again, something we are no longer on, because in 1934 they repealed gold. Did they not? So what do you think they did at that time? Well, the first thing is the big gold, the $10 and the $20 St. Gaudens, they were sent overseas. All the big businesses, all the big banks that had gold didn't turn it into the U.S. Mint because it was worth more than its face value. They sent it overseas and put it in depositories, which is why those coins are available today, even though the U.S. Mint melted and brought back a ton. The American citizens were the ones that gave up their gold on average. So would they keep gold certificates around then or not? The answer is no. Just like when they got rid of silver certificates in the middle 1960s because they pulled silver from circulation. They wanted to get the paper or the confusion out of people's minds. Even though it said you can get gold for it, the bank tellers, they don't want the bank tellers having to explain to you that the government repealed this and it's no longer worth gold. So they get rid of the notes as well, even more so. So here are some interesting numbers, all right? If you go to PCGS and NGC have currency grading arms, right? PCGS is PCGS. Many of you might know that NGC's grading for currency is called PMG. Two great services. We love them. It helps just keep this paper in as good of condition as we can. Because again, most of this stuff's circulated. Finding uncirculated notes like this, well, on top of being pricey, almost impossible to find. So here's where I was referencing. If you want to look at outright numbers, here are some interesting things. PCGS, right? The $20 St. Gaudens, which was the last gold piece, the last $20 piece they made, that was from 1907 up until 1932, right? And then it was repealed in 34 and turned all the gold coins back in. PCGS, over the last 38 years, has certified 1.1 million of them and change. But again, we understand that. We talked about this earlier. These were sent overseas, the gold coins, because they were worth more, so why not? So they're somewhat available, just got to find them, right? Do you know PCGS has only certified a couple of thousand of these $20 notes, the last one ever made? Now, a couple thousand versus a couple million. Big difference in rarity. Now, I love them both, but this This is outright rarity at its finest. Gold serial number, gold seal. And again, look at the note. Doesn't it not look like the $20 bill of today? Other than it's been changed out for gold versus, well, today, paper, green. It's a greenback, right? Competition, we found a circulated note, not certified like this one, which means you're going to see heavy creasing, etc., which is normal on old notes. 100-year-old notes, basically, right? And they're $100 more. We're selling you a VF25. Now, the grading scale for currency is very similar to that of coin. The old Sheldon scale, which is 70 points, applies to currency. So circulated notes are 0 to 59 for a circulated note, and this is a beautiful one. And then uncirculated notes are 60 to 70, right? This is a gorgeous circulated note. Guys, we got to put a 1-minute clock up. I'm down to single digits. These never last long when we get them in. And there's a reason for it. Of all the things in the show tonight, we have 50 plus items, from copper to silver to gold coin. The rarest, the thing we have the hardest time finding at all times is vintage U.S. currency, because it was paper and it was meant to be destroyed. Now today, these certified specimens are the way to go. Again, my competition is a circulated note, not this nice, for $100 more. We have a VF25 certified by PCGS's banknote arm for $100 less. Rarity index, 1.1 million and change $20 gold pieces certified by PCGS in the last 38 years, yet only a couple of thousand of these notes, all grades, certified. That's rare, that's special, while they last. Pick up the phone, give us a call.